Hello Glenpool, Happy New Year. Welcome to the January edition of Glenpool at a Glance. This is our monthly video series where we talk about what is happening across our community. Hey, as we get started, just want to touch base real quickly on our sewer plant. We've talked a lot about this over the last year and all the work that's gone into it. Plans are done, it has been bid, and the council at a special meeting on December 19th awarded those bids out for $58.8 million. It came in less than our engineer's estimate, so we were happy about that, but that's still a lot of money. One of the largest projects we have ever done in this city. Now, with that, we have $44 million set aside in ARPA funding. And so the council also approved then some low interest loan packages through the state. It's through the Oklahoma Water Resources Board to cover that gap in funding. So we are taking on some additional indebtedness as part of this process, but thankfully not the entire amount with the $44 million that we were able to secure in ARPA funding to cover this project. So construction will kick off in January, and we will see some different pieces coming out for that. Thankfully, it should not impact any travel or other pieces at the moment unless they're minor as a piece of equipment is coming in or out to what we do. And the sewer system will stay up and running the entire time that we have this piece going. That's one of the conditions that we put in the contract. Obviously, they cannot turn off our current system or our flows for that system as part of this. So it will be a long project. It is a 700 plus day project. So this is a 2-year piece. As we work our way through it, we will finish sometime late 26 or early 27, depending on how the exact process works. But that is what we are shooting for, and we are excited to get this project kicked off and moving forward. We'll keep you up to date as things change or pieces that you may need to know about. We'll post it as part of these videos or in our social media pages as appropriate. At the recent council meeting here, the first of this month, the council is appointing Marilyn Nichols to serve on our planning commission and our board of adjustment. So thank you, Marilyn, for your willingness to serve and be a part of that. The other pieces that are coming up or as part of our recent council meetings, we have an election for council coming up. So the council approved the resolution calling for that election in April. And so filing period for that for Wards 1 and Ward 2. And for the last 2 years of the at-large seat that we have, all 3 of those pieces will be up for election in April. And so filing period for that will hit in the first week of February. So if that's something you're interested in, you'll be able to get information off of our website. You can see the agenda page and go look at all the different pieces of the resolution for those dates, but that's all there. The other piece that we're excited about is the council approved 2 different grants. One for a new server replacement at the police department. So a chance to upgrade those servers there. That was in the amount of just over $14,000, no local match. So all of that is grant money going in to replace that. Our other one is a larger grant, but again, no match. So we're excited about this. No local match coming out of our budgets to handle this, but it was for $120,000. It will be a stormwater project in Glen Village. So roughly 145th Place and Kendallwood Boulevard. So if you're living in that area, you know that there's some stormwater issues. This grant will help fix those. It is through the Community Development Block Grant. So we're limited in where we can use that across the city. It has to meet special requirements set out by the CDBG group. And so this was one of those areas, thankfully, we were able to use those dollars and get that process moving forward. So the council approved that grant. We are entering into the contract for that. There are a number of steps. Work won't start for another month or so. At best case, more than likely this summer is when we would anticipate that work starting on that project. But just excited to get both of those projects funded and able to move forward. Quick update on Highway 75 and where that project is at. If you have driven by it over the last couple of weeks, you have seen they have finished the basic work now on the frontage roads. Everything has been moved over to those, and they are actually starting work on the bridge. As we drove by it, if you've been out there, you're seeing forms go up in the air now to be able to start pouring concrete and all this stuff for the bridge retainer walls. So we're excited about that. They are still on schedule to finish that project later in 2025. But I do want to make sure you're aware left turns off Highway 75 onto 146th onto Main here in Glenpool, ODOT has already notified us that they will be shutting that down at some point in the future. So I don't know how much notice we will receive on that, but just want to make sure we continue to put that word out to you so that you can be aware. ODOT will be shutting that down at some point here in the coming weeks or months. So just be aware of that. It will get into the way as they begin to build out that bridge. There's going to be no choice but to close that so that workers can safely be out there and be a part of that. So Glenpool, thanks for joining us. We will see you again next month for another Glenpool at a Glance.